At least once a week I'm asked, what is probate? Do I have to go through probate? Can I avoid probate? What happens when, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, grandma, granddad passes away? What is this thing called probate? Probate is a fancy legal word for a court process for determining who gets what. Probate, and I don't know what the etymology or which is another fancy word for where the word comes from, but probate deals with where does all of the property go for the person who passed away. Most people, when they pass away, not everyone, but most people have things. They have jewelry, they have bank accounts, maybe they have investment accounts, maybe they have a home. Probate is the formal process for ensuring who gets what. And there's different paths in probate. The first paths, the big Y, you either can go left or you go right, is did the person pass away with a will or without a will? We call this intestate succession if someone passed away without a will, intestate without a will, versus testate succession, which means they passed away with a will. And when I say will, I'm meaning with a last will and testament that meets the formalities as required under Florida law. So if you passed away with a will, you'll go through testate probate. And if you passed away without a will, you'll go through intestate probate. Probate has 3 big phases. First, we open up the probate estate. We're admitting the will to probate, or we're convincing the judge that this individual passed away without a will and we still want somebody appointed as the personal representative of the estate. So step 1, is we open the estate and we get somebody appointed to help administer it. Step 2 is what we call marshaling all of the assets. We call this the inventory phase. Did the person who passed away have stuff? Did they have a home, bank accounts, jewelry, cash, personal belongings, vehicles, boats, planes, trains, automobiles? What did they have? Do they have any debt? This is important. We not only have to worry about assets, but do they have any debt? Any credit card debt? Any past due medical bills? Were their vehicles financed? Were their vehicles leased? Do they have a mortgage? What type of debt do they have? We call this the marshaling stage, the inventory stage. Then we do distribution. And then we're going to decide who gets what from the estate. We have to pay the creditors, you have to pay the attorneys, you have to pay the probate costs, and then you pay the loved ones. If there's a home and everybody agrees to sell the home, we're going to distribute the home. After that, we close it up. And we close the estate, and we call that the discharge of the personal representative. So we open the estate, we marshal the assets, and then we close the estate. And that is the probate process. To sum it all up, probate is a formal legal procedure in court where we are overseeing the distribution of assets of someone who passed away. Because they passed away. And we don't want anyone to take advantage of the fact that this person's not here to defend themselves any longer. So we ask the court to oversee the process to ensure that there is judicial oversight, court oversight, to make sure that whoever was supposed to get this stuff actually gets the stuff. Now we'll talk about in later videos what happens when someone passes away without a will, who gets their stuff then. But for our purposes today, probate. Think of probate as the process of distributing the person who passed away's assets after they're gone. Thanks so much.